What if one of the most protected and private children in the world, Blue Ivy Carter, stepped forward to share disturbing details about her life as a victim of Diddy and Jay-Z? This isn't just another Hollywood scandal, it's a revelation that has shocked fans and insiders alike. Blue Ivy, the daughter of music royalty Beyonce and Jay-Z, has finally opened up about experiences that have left the world in disbelief. What exactly did she reveal? How do these allegations tie into the ongoing controversies surrounding two of the most powerful men in the industry? And most importantly, how will this revelation impact her family and the legacy of her parents? In today's video, we'll break down everything from Blue Ivy's shocking allegations to the ripple effect this has caused across Hollywood. We'll dive into her courage to speak out, how the entertainment industry's culture of secrecy may have silenced her for so long, and what this means for the future of accountability in a world of power and privilege. Stay tuned to uncover every detail of this heartbreaking story that could change everything for the Carter family and the entertainment industry forever.
Blue Ivy Carter, she is the daughter of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Do you know she is 12 years old? 12. That prompted Nick Buckley, a guy who's campaigned a lot against the sexual exploitation of women, to say, why does a 12-year-old girl need to have her bosom on display to sell a kid's film? And he was very critical of Jay-Z as a man and as a father, and claiming that he had actually let Blue Ivy Carter down.
This is just another day in the park for these people. And of course, Blue Ivy growing up in this environment, this is going to be the norm for her. And as for me, I'm just absolutely shocked, because when I was 12 years old, I looked like a little boy. If you saw a picture of me at 12 years old, you would scream. And yet she's 12 years old, her bust is up, she has red lipstick, she's contoured her face. And I just think this is an abomination.
Blue, what makes me super proud and I still get goosebumps seeing her walk on stage is because Blue's been born into this world that she didn't act. She's been born into a life she didn't act. So since she was born, she's been in public eye and everyone having an opinion of, even a little girl, how she keeps her hair. So for her to be on that stage and reclaim her power, and the song is called My Power, and it just, you can't write a better script. And then watching her grow in it. She came out, she's 80,000 people. She's 11, so she's nervous. She's looking like...
Was she nervous?
I know her.
She didn't look nervous.
I know her.
Yeah, I know you do.
So I know how nervous she was.
Yeah.
I know how frightened she was. She wanted to do it. And she worked every day and watched her work hard. She had a little icy pack thing on her back some days.
Blue Ivy's heartbreaking revelation. Blue Ivy's decision to share her story has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. The moment she broke her silence reportedly came during a candid, emotional conversation where she detailed alleged instances of mistreatment. The circumstances surrounding her revelation suggest a tipping point, whether it was a trigger event, a sense of empowerment, or mounting pressure from witnessing others speak out in similar situations. This moment, steeped in vulnerability, marks a pivotal chapter in the Carter family's story. Allegations are as harrowing as they are detailed, painting a picture of alleged manipulation and victimization by individuals with immense power and influence. These claims are not only shocking because of who Blue Ivy is, a child born into fame and privilege, but also because they expose cracks in the carefully curated images of Diddy and Jay-Z. For a young voice to emerge from such a high-profile family, the courage it took is immeasurable. Blue Ivy's alleged claims center around instances of emotional manipulation and abuse, with suggestions that both Diddy and Jay-Z exploited their power. While specifics remain guarded due to legal and privacy concerns, the underlying themes of coercion and control align with broader patterns of behavior previously alleged against both men. The alleged role of Diddy and Jay-Z. Diddy and Jay-Z are two of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry, wielding vast power over their empires. Blue Ivy's claims suggest that this power was allegedly used to silence and control, creating an environment where abuse could persist unchecked. These allegations are significant not only because of the names involved, but because they echo themes of exploitation and intimidation long rumored in Hollywood.
Rapper Jay-Z is hitting back today over an allegation he and Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old girl after the Video Music Awards in 2000. He says it's blackmail, but the biggest heartbreak, he says, is for his family, including his wife, Beyonce, and their eldest daughter, 12-year-old Blue Ivy.
The allegations against Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, comes in a civil lawsuit in which the young woman says she was drugged and that Sean Combs aggressively approached with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, "You are ready to party." At that point, Carter, JAYZ, began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Beyoncé's husband is striking back, releasing a scathing statement. "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he calculated was the nature of the allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." Busby is hitting back, saying, "I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me."
It was typical JAYZ. JAYZ doesn't cower. He tends to be one that shoots pretty straight, and he's used to fighting back.
In his statement, JAYZ said his heart breaks for Beyoncé and their 3 children, especially their oldest daughter, Blue Ivy. Her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims.
Sean Diddy Combs, who has denied any wrongdoing, was recently denied bail for a 3rd time and remains in federal prison.
We've got some breaking news to get to. A civil lawsuit has been filed against JAYZ, saying the rapper raped a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The suit alleges that JAYZ, whose real name is Sean Carter, raped the girl after the Video Music Awards alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The victim says she was invited to an after party after being spotted by a limo driver and was then assaulted by both rappers. JAYZ is calling this a blackmail attempt. He released a statement on social media responding to the lawsuit, and Texas attorney behind the legal action saying in part, "These allegations are so heinous in nature, you have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I look forward to showing you just how different I am."
Linking Blue Ivy's revelations to past allegations further strengthens the narrative of systemic abuse. Both Diddy and JAYZ have faced accusations over the years of coercion and manipulation, often dismissed or overshadowed by their public successes. Blue Ivy's voice now brings a fresh perspective to these accusations, potentially reigniting past cases and encouraging further scrutiny. The emotional fallout on Blue Ivy. The emotional toll on Blue Ivy cannot be overstated. To endure such alleged experiences, compounded by growing up in the spotlight, must have deeply shaped her mental health and sense of self. Reports suggest that Blue Ivy has struggled with feelings of isolation, confusion, and betrayal. The courage it took to speak out in such a high-profile family, knowing the media frenzy it would unleash, highlights her resilience.
Now at 1, a new accuser is speaking out against disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, claiming he raped her more than 20 years ago at a recording studio in New York City. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. The latest accuser held a news conference today after filing a lawsuit against Diddy.
KTLA 5 Samantha Cortese live now in Carthay with the details. Samantha?
Glenn and Lou, as Sean Diddy Combs sits in a jail cell in New York City, yet another woman has come forward with heinous allegations of rape and sexual assault. And she says it's all on videotape being passed around and possibly sold. The allegations are awful, and the alleged victim was deeply emotional and upset today here in Carthay, where she sat next to her lawyer, her attorney, Gloria Allred. Today, Talia Graves spoke publicly for the first time about the aftermath of allegedly being raped in a Bad Boy Records studio in New York City. This was in 2001. Her attorney by her side, Graves filed a lawsuit in the New York Southern District. That lawsuit states the following. She was 25 years old, dating one of Combs' employees. Combs asked her to come into the studio with him and his security guard, Joseph Sherman. In the lawsuit, Graves states she remembers having a drink before she lost consciousness. And this is a trigger warning regarding sexual assault. Graves said when she woke up, she was tied up and being raped by the 2 men, Combs and his security guard, forced to perform sex acts that are too graphic to share. Graves explains the turmoil she says she had suffered since that night.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and the guilt I have experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly. Being blamed, questioned, and threatened has often made me feel worthless.
Graves in the lawsuit says that Combs threatened to ruin her life if she ever spoke about what happened. She says she suffered suicidal thoughts and went through years of therapy and was then triggered in November of last year when she learned there was a video of the, quote, horrific rape. She said that made her want to take her life again, but instead reached out and is now joining dozens of other women and men who allege abuse at the hands of the disgraced media mogul. Graves is asking for damages to be determined later in court. She is suing Combs, Sherman, and Bad Boy Enterprises. Combs is already facing at least 10 lawsuits. The impetus for many people coming forward, many believe, is the longtime ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, when she came out with her civil lawsuit in 2023, which Diddy solved out of court one day later. But since then, many victims have come forward. I asked if Graves has spoken to any other victims. Gloria Allred said she would not be commenting on private conversations at this time. I also asked if Diddy had reached out to her because prosecutors in the New York federal case say that he'd been reaching out to alleged victims. Gloria Allred said she would not comment. Also, as you know, Combs is now in jail awaiting trial for federal charges, 3 of them involving sex trafficking and racketeering. Prosecutors say he used his business enterprise to create a criminal enterprise. In Carthage, Samantha Cortese, KTLA 5 News.
It is a new hour here on Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that JAYZ is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit, and the new allegations are just coming out this evening. JAYZ is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000, according to documents obtained by Fox News Digital tonight. The lawsuit, which was initially filed back in October, was refiled tonight in New York by an anonymous accuser claiming JAYZ, whose full name is Sean Carter, raped her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. So that other celebrity was not named.
Blue Ivy's decision to break her silence is not just an act of bravery, but also a powerful statement about reclaiming her narrative. In a world where victims are often silenced, especially those connected to influential figures, her willingness to share her story signals a shift. For someone so young, standing up against 2 of the industry's most powerful men demonstrates remarkable strength. The ripple effect across Hollywood, Blue Ivy's revelations are poised to reignite conversations about abuse and accountability in Hollywood. The entertainment industry has faced numerous reckonings in recent years, but her story could serve as another catalyst for change. The bravery of someone so young and connected to such powerful figures underscores the importance of breaking the cycle of silence.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams. His sons, Justin and King, in handcuffs in their own yard. Homeland Security tells ET the bi-coastal operation is part of an ongoing investigation.
More money, more problems.
We don't know if the embattled music mogul was home during either raid. ET's reached out to Diddy's reps for comment. Meanwhile, a police presence swarming his high-end Beverly Hills neighborhood. Officers going room to room, carrying zip ties and serious firepower. In the driveway, law enforcement vehicles parking next to, we assume, Diddy's luxury cars. Then, of course, his 2 sons, 30-year-old Justin and 25-year-old King. At one point, they seem to be sharing a laugh. It's also worth noting, Homeland Security tackles sex trafficking crimes, something Diddy was accused of in a lawsuit by his ex Cassie back in November. When his decade-spanning career imploded after her abuse allegations. And while their lawsuit settled a day later, Diddy was soon hit with 3 more, all of them involving sex-related allegations. In the wake of settling his Cassie lawsuit, his attorneys confirmed to ET it's in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
artist parties. Without limiting the foregoing, you shall not and shall not authorize or facilitate any third party without consent. Guys, this is nuts. You can't write, orally, written, or prepare or assist in the preparation of any books or articles, fiction or nonfiction. You can't make remarks of any kind, create any materials in any media without limitation, denying any confidential information related to artist or artist parties, or for your use to third party, including without limitation, print broadcast media, which interviews, books, articles, remarks, and or materials concern artist or artist parties in any manner whatsoever. All information and materials where are not publicly disclosed or other prohibited material, you hereby irrevocably grant, convey, transfer, and assign to artist all worldwide right, title, and interest, including all copyrights and any renewal and extensions of copyrights in and any prohibited material, whether or not same used or exploited, and regardless of the medium involved, an artist may register such copyright in his own name. My God, this is nuts. This is nuts. He owns your ass forever in any medium, forever, however he wants. And he can make the copyright without limitation, any rights or remedies. Artists or any artist parties, artists or artist parties shall be entitled to recover any and all money or benefits whatsoever received by or on behalf of you from any and all sources. So if you make that book, if you do something, we get to own it all. We get to copyright it. We get to take it down, and we get all profits. In connection or used or disseminated by you or on your behalf, any confidential, any such monies, blah, blah, blah. Look, we own you is what all this means. Look at this. It just keeps going and going and going. And look how many times artist parties is mentioned. This is crazy. You should authorize, reference artist or artist party's name or identity, including your relationship with artist or artist party with respect to any transaction, sale, or good, or any solicitation without limiting the foregoing. You shall not at any time defame or disparage anyone or any information which may harm artist or artist parties, or use or disclose or disseminate or confirm directly or indirectly anyone, every information. It's getting a little repetitive, but it's important to show that how repetitive and how much he's making it clear. If you talk smack about anybody at my party, about me, I will sue you to kingdom come. You will be destroyed. Any reputation, character damage, anything, negatively, poorly, upon any of it. The foregoing expressly includes, without limitation, communications appearing on the internet via blogging or social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Without limiting the foregoing, you shall not, without artist's approval, written authorization, distribute, publish, or permit the distribution or publication of photographs, videos, films, anything recorded, image, sound. He's covering all his bases here, right? Copy or exert otherwise use and dispose of any artist party materials, including any property in your possession, any property or materials in your possession or control that belong to artist or artist parties. My God, it's just like, this is nuts. Even I'm getting confused by how much legal mumbo jumbo is in here. Limitation: data, documents, records, smartphones, computers, files, etc. Upon expiration of termination of this relationship with or in connection with artist, may require you or your legal representatives, heirs, successors, or assigns shall promptly deliver possession to artist in good condition any such property of artist. So if you have a video, I own it, you have to give it to me. Same with anybody you pass it down to in your life. That's crazy. Anything in your possession or control. You acknowledge that due to the nature of the entertainment industry, any disclosure or dissemination of you or any information described in this will deprive artists and or the artist parties of the right to use such information or material. You expressly agree that you breach or threaten that any of this, you will suffer immediate and irreparable harm and injury which could not be adequately compensated by an award of monetary damage. In addition to all other rights and remedies available, artists shall be entitled to injunctive relief and other remedies provided in such event by law or equity. I mean, holy crap. No wonder nobody wants to talk. Such remedies shall include limitation, the right to prevent dissemination of any information or materials described in paragraph 1. You agree to execute any documents, take such actions reasonably requested. You hereby appoint artist as your attorney in fact. So he's your lawyer too, which appointment is irrevocable and coupled with interest, full power of a substitution and delegation to execute all such documents which fail to execute within 5 days. The term of this agreement Duty to keep all information confidential shall commence on the first date above and continue for the life of artist plus 20 years or 70 years, whichever is longer. So 70 years you are under this contract, because I guess there has to be some limitation. So I guess in 70 years, maybe 60, 50, some of these people have signed it a while ago, we'll start getting information. You warrant and represent that you have the full right, power, authority to enter into this agreement and bound by the obligations here. Neither the execution, delivery, nor performance of this agreement shall conflict, result, or default, or loss any of agreement, blah, 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 shall be deemed to have entered in the state of New York. New York courts has jurisdiction. My God, look at this. Look at this. My God. You agree to defend, indemnify, and hold artists and on all the other parties and their respective parents, subsidiary affiliates, licensees, partners, managers, everybody, harmless from and against all liabilities, damages, judgments, losses, costs, and expenses, including without limitation, reasonable counsel fees, or any kind of nature whatsoever, which may be sustained or suffered by or secured against any of them by reason or based upon relating to breach of any provisions. Dude, all covenants, terms, yeah, I mean, now we're just getting the nitty gritty. This is an important legal document you acknowledge, yada, 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 signature. Oh my God. First of all, never sign something like this. Never sign something like this. And I still can't believe this is even enforceable. This seems like it's so overreaching. It's crazy, but that's the scare that anybody who's been involved in Diddy's universe has to face. This is what they're up against. My goodness. How scary and crazy is that? More of these documents keep coming out. We will keep you posted. If you want to be in the loop on all of it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that thumbs up for me, please, and let me know your thoughts. How much would it take for you to sign such a contract? How much money? Be honest. No dollars, $1 billion, $10 million. What would it take? And can you believe that people sign this? And knowing that they had to sign this, or maybe didn't even read the fine print, why they may be scared now coming forward. I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you think? This does not help. This is crazy. That's a crazy ass contract. My goodness.
Labor, kidnapping, and prostitution, as Diddy faces a new wave of over 120 new sexual assault allegations. This affair has also been accompanied by a flood of misinformation on social media, including Justin Bieber, who is at the heart of many speculations and conspiracy theories as to what happened at the beginning of his career when P. Diddy acted as Bieber's mentor and helped launch the pop star's career at the age of 15. Going viral on TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, you name it. This song that users say was released by Justin Bieber back in April and that has now resurfaced following P. Diddy's arrest in September. Here, viewed over 7 million times on this post on TikTok alone, but seen millions of times across all over the social media platforms. Let's take a short listen to this song that may sound like Justin Bieber. You can hear the lyrics of the song. Let's take a listen. So as you can see, the lyrics of the song allegedly include "Lost myself at a Diddy party," where the song appears to make reference to allegations of sexual abuse and other misconduct at the P. Diddy residence.
Is there any way then to prove the veracity of the song, Catalina?
Well, a song that sounds like Justin Bieber, but the song is likely fake. Firstly, there's no concrete evidence to prove the existence of this song, including no official confirmation from credible sources or news outlets. This song does not even appear on Justin Bieber's official catalog of music on his website. We put the song through an AI detection tool that determined that this song is actually likely to be AI generated. Additionally, for example, on this video that we just saw circulating on X, we found anomalies on the people's faces in the clip. You could see anomalies in the eyes, anomalies in the faces that don't even seem human, as well as what is allegedly P. Diddy's face. You can see anomalies in his thumb and his mouth. So all indications that this audio and video, of course.
These allegations could have far-reaching consequences for both Diddy and JAYZ. Public opinion, already swayed by past accusations, is turning against them with renewed vigor. If more victims come forward, the ripple effect could extend beyond reputational damage, potentially leading to legal consequences and industry boycotts. What happens next for Blue Ivy and the case? Speculation abounds about whether Blue Ivy's allegations could lead to criminal or civil cases. The legal implications depend on the evidence presented and whether new testimonies emerge. If legal action proceeds, it could set a powerful precedent for holding high-profile figures accountable.
Submitted a version of that video that our team released. Now, we have not seen that alleged video that prosecutors submitted to the court for these bail proceedings. We don't know what was in them, but Combs' team is saying it's edited, that they left out some of the material, that it's out of order, and they are taking issue with that. Now, I want to read you part of what Combs' team said in that filing, Brianna. They say, quote, "The video is not evidence of a coerced freak-off and sex trafficking, but rather a sad glimpse into a decade-long consensual relationship between Mr. Combs and Ventura." So they are categorizing this as a sad moment within a consensual relationship. I think what you saw, Brianna, what I saw, what the world has seen now, is that video depicts a horrific violent attack against a woman. Now, we do not know what happened behind closed doors. The footage that we have seen occurs in the hallway of that hotel room. But what happens in the hallway of that hotel room, according to the footage that our team obtained and released earlier this year.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
In the wake of her revelations, ensuring Blue Ivy's safety and privacy will be paramount. Beyonce's role as both a mother and advocate will be critical in shielding her daughter from undue media scrutiny while supporting her through this challenging time. The responsibility now lies with the public and media to handle this story with sensitivity and respect. Blue Ivy's courage deserves recognition, but her well-being should remain the priority. As the case unfolds, how it's reported and discussed will shape its impact, not just on those involved, but on the broader cultural conversation around abuse and accountability. Blue Ivy's revelation is not just a personal story, it's a pivotal moment in Hollywood's ongoing battle with its darker undercurrents. By shining a light on these issues, she has the potential to spark meaningful change, one voice at a time. Blue Ivy's story is as brave as it is heartbreaking. Her courage to speak out has sparked important conversations about abuse, power, and accountability in Hollywood. As the details unfold, it's clear that this isn't just about one family, it's about a system that needs to change. What are your thoughts on this shocking revelation? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on this and other breaking stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and stay informed.